So I was 18, and I remember I just had this inclination that I was pregnant. And so I went to Meijer and I got a pregnancy test. And I remember I took the pregnancy test in the bathroom at Meijer by myself. And then I remember the guy that I was dating, his sister was gonna take me to the clinic. And I must have been between 5 and 7 weeks pregnant. I remember walking up, and the women on the side by the Omega house were talking to me. And I just remember my boyfriend's sister being like, oh, just shut up, this is her choice. And I wish that I would have been alone, because I probably would have listened to those women and I probably would have chose life at that time. I don't remember the whole day, but I do remember being in there, and I remember meeting Dr. Gordon. And I remember inside just feeling so hopeless, and I was like, this is what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? But this is what I'm doing. And so that was my first experience there, and I remember the ultrasound, and I remember them telling me not to look, which makes a lot of sense why they tell you that. They don't want you to see it, because a lot of women will see that and choose life as soon as you hear your baby's heartbeat. I was early enough along to get the abortion pill, and what they don't tell you at the abortion clinic is that you don't pass the fetus right away. It's typically the next day, could be a couple days. I was at my grandma's house alone in the bathroom, and yeah, I was alone, and I remember what happened, but I literally had to detach in that moment from that experience. So I would say to someone who is finding themselves in an unplanned pregnancy, it's not worth it. It's not worth the pain. It's not worth believing the lie that that's the better option, because it's not. In the church and Jesus, he'll be there for you and he will walk with you, and you're not alone. I wish somebody would have told me I wasn't alone. So the second time I became pregnant with my daughter Nevaeh, I remember I was with this lady. I was their babysitter at the time for her 2 younger kids, and I was just feeling really weird one day, and I was like, I think I'm pregnant. And she was like, okay, well, we're gonna take a pregnancy test when we get back to the house. And we did, and she just sat down with me, and she didn't even present abortion as an option, and I just believe that was the Lord and his hand on that the second time for me. When I had Nevaeh, my entire life changed, for the best. That's when the Lord met me, was after I had her. And just since that day, the Lord has had me on this beautiful healing journey. My daughter Nevaeh is 5 years old now, and she is a sweetheart, a spitting image of me in every way. And we have a really fun relationship now, which is really cool, because I have a lot of words from the Lord from when I was pregnant with her about how we would have this friendship. And I've gotten to see that unfold, which has been really beautiful. And I spend a lot of time with her. I'm a single mom. We do a lot together. We like to go to the park. She does like to paint and draw and do glitter, and she likes to do that with me around. She likes to ride her scooter and hoverboard, so we'll go on a lot of walks doing that. And I've been a nanny also for about 5 years, so she's kind of tag teamed that with me, and she kind of thinks it's our job, which is really sweet, yeah. Places like Positive Options, you feel so much love as soon as you walk in the door, and it's just I just remember when I look back now, it just felt like the hands and feet of Jesus, were there, and I didn't know it at the time, but that's what it was.